So this is the first in a series of lessons to do with the left hand in flamenco guitar. And just a quick point, first of all, is that the neck on when playing flamenco guitar is usually pointing away from the body, so like more out like this. And the left hand should be just coming up very naturally. So it's actually a different angle, so it's almost like you're playing a neck that's like this rather than like that. But let that be, because there's no point in trying to square the hand and be too exact, too straight on with the fingers, because it's not realistic with the fingers. So in fact, the only finger that should be in line with the fret is probably the third finger, and that would be almost square on fairly naturally. That would be a good guide. And then as you put the middle finger behind, let's say third finger, third fret, bass string, the middle finger behind would be slightly angled, and the index finger would be angled even more. So as you press, you'd have a straight line across on the third finger, and the other one should be slightly to the side. I'm not sure if you can see that, but anyway, let me just, there you go. So more to the side, and the little finger on the other side. So basically, there's no attempt to be fully square on with all the fingers, because that's just unrealistic, and that can cause stress to the hand. So just have the neck out like this, very relaxed, and the hand just coming up relaxed, and just put the fingers on as they fall. And the third finger is likely to be the one that's closest to being parallel with the fret. So the first few lessons are going to be to do with the Ligado technique and hammering on and pulling off. And I'm going to limit this to the first 4 frets. So it'd be the first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. And combinations of 2s, 3s, and 4, which would be the combinations would start with 1, of the combinations of 2 would start with the first finger until you've exhausted all those combinations. So that would be 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4. And then we go to the middle finger, the second finger. So it's 2, 3, 2, 4. And then we've run out of options with the second finger. So now third finger leaves 1 more combination. So that's 6 combinations of 2 altogether. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. And then the combinations of 3 again, starting with 1, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, then starting with the second finger. And then the combination of 4 would just be the 4. There's only 1, so in that direction. So the idea is to just practice hammering on first before we go on to the pulling off. So this is just hammering on, and also 1 finger at a time, just for the accuracy. And this is not to be done too fast, because there's 2 things involved. There's the hammer, and then there's the deadening of the note, because we don't want to sustain it. We just want 1 finger at a time. So it'd be, and hammer from a fair distance, just to get start the movement from a distance and go straight to the fret just behind the fret. So not here, but just behind. And a direct hit as possible, so not slow and then trying to go too much at the end, pushing. It's just a strike. And then we just want to deaden it, just deaden the note, which is another movement essentially. So this is why it can't be done too fast. So when we put that into the combinations, it would be 1 and 2. So it would be 1 with the deadening, 2. And then we do that twice, so each combination twice in the final exercise. I mean, it's probably better to do quite a few of these with each combination to start with. But in the end, the exercise will be 2 of each. So the next one would be 1, 3, 1, 4. But we're not going for this with a sustain. It's a deadening, just 1 finger at a time. So, but in the combinations. So then the 2 and 3, 2, 4. So if I was doing 2 each of those, and the first one of each being on the beat, so that would be, threes would be 1, 2 of the first three, 1, 2, 3, then 2 of 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do that with the whole thing with the metronome. And remember, not much faster than that tempo because it will get too strained on the fours. That's about the limit on the speed. This is not about the speed at the moment, it's about just the accuracy of the hammering. So practice this on different strings also, for maybe 4 strings rather than doing all 6, but it's a slightly different feel on each string, especially when you get to the higher strings. So it's worth practicing. Maybe the 6th string is good, maybe the 4th. The 2nd would be good as well. And the top string. So in the next lesson I'll be looking at the same sequence, almost the same exercise, but this time in a way that we can go faster by sustaining the sound. So thanks for looking and see you next time.